EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tigers of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Let's go now.
Hooker now off play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dragons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Now Hooker. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
60 Bison. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Joseph's got it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This pass deep for a Cockrell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. And they rattle off a big one. 72 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things up.
19 tight. 19 tight. 70.
2nd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. Puka Nacua from 6 yards away. And the Tigers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one just goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. We're just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 3. A quick throw here out to Cobb. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. When you look at this defense, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Pass. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneers.
Hooker to the air yet again. This is caught by Addison. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hooker. He'll dump this off to Akers. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing. Hooker. Akers back-to-back catches. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
and it's a touchdown. Jordan Addison, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
that felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's Hooker. This one brought in by Jefferson. And some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Get up. 70 Ranger.
Hooker now on 1st down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Addison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Calling a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hooker's going to throw it. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dragons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And now an audible here into something else.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
2nd and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. Puka Nacua with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Tigers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. And
now off to the races down the right side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Ready. Warriors 70.
Here's Hooker to throw it. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hooker, and just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 3rd and goal, here's Hooker. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes, right side. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
Hooker now off play action. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
18, right here.
Hooker. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Hooker. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Hooker. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
In motion right is Addison. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Jordan Addison from 4 yards out. And the Dragons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Following the fumble recovery. Hooker over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Dragons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. There he goes left side. He's to the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Tigers are able to claw one back. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing. Hooker. It's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Warriors 70, 65.
Hooker on first down. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Up big here in the fourth quarter. Up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking. Touchdown! Cam Akers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, Jack.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Trap alert.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 11. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Buffalo 18.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
99 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long from the 41. Here's a 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Tokyo, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Rio, they fall under 500 now.